My name is Arthur Graus, and in this video I want to give you an introduction to the programming language Python. It's not a new language, Python. It has been invented in 1991 by Maarten van Rossum, a Dutch guy, and since then it had had a few iterations, version 2, 2000 and version 3, 2008, and it has been growing in popularity since. If you look at the chart, it surpassed JavaScript now as the most popular language. Why is that? Because Python has a lot of use cases. You can use it to do web development or build some games if you like. You can do web scraping, so get, for example, pricing from your competitor's website, just scraping the HTML. But you can also do scientific and numeric computations, where you else would use tools like MATLAB, for example, but that's very expensive. So that's why a lot of universities use it, because Python is basically open source and free. You can also do data analysis with tools like Pandas or Matplotlib to visualize the data, just like you would in Power BI, basically. And you can also do more fancy things like machine learning and AI in data science using tools like scikit-learn. This is a very popular module to do these things, and you can just use it in notebooks in Fabric. But the most common use cases in Fabric for Python is data engineering, and we use the PySpark library, and on top of that we can do a lot of data transformations. What do you need to get started with Python? You can install it locally, and then distribution like Anaconda is very popular because it also has all the data science tools inside. And then you need the IDE to program, like Visual Studio Code. Of course, you can also work in the browser and Fabric and notebooks, but that can be really slow and it costs a lot of money to spin up Fabric capacity. So if you have Anaconda and Visual Studio Code, it's very easy to get started and it costs basically nothing. Everything is free. If you use Visual Studio Code, you might use these extensions. You need the Python extension to be able to open up Py files and have IntelliSense. The Jupyter extension, with that you can create Jupyter notebooks that you can also use in Fabric. And if you want to really integrate with Fabric, then you need Synapse VS Code extension, so you can really edit code from a notebook in Fabric inside of Visual Studio Code. If you want to learn more about Python inside of Fabric and do all kind of nice programming with it, please visit the site fabriccode.com.